understanding and knowing what value each color is really important. It's not always easy. For example, you look at these two and you go, okay, this one's definitely darker than this one. Yeah, but what value is that? If you can kind of squint and see, if you see a border between those two, I see a border there. It's disappearing there. When I squint, the border is gone and the border is back here. So this one is around that level. And so if you do the same with this, you can also use, if you cut them out, you can use that the same way. When you squint, can you see that border? I can see it definitely here and here. It's kind of disappearing there, and it could be somewhere in between there. So what I would suggest is you take your little guys, your little palettes, or your little samples, sorry, and try to figure out what value it is. I grabbed this red because red is one of the most difficult to do because it's of the vibrancy. But I think that one's about there. So I just want you to fill this completely up with trying to figure out what value things are. And just by holding it next to that, squinting at it, and you can see when you get about in the right spot. There are a few things that you can use that will help you to figure out if you have that value pretty close to what you want. One of them is you could use like a colored screen. A colored screen, like a red screen, a piece of red plastic to look through to see if you can see that. Or you could use your phone and let me grab this. So with my phone, if I change that to black and white, that kind of helps me see what these values are, and I can switch those and put them in the right spot. So that's a little bit distracting there, but you can kind of see these values and see if they feel like, can you see how just taking the color out helps you see the value? And that's important because if you're trying to distinguish between two different objects, that you need to be able to have that value be different so that one comes in front of the other one. So anyway, this is a great thing to put in your reference book, a great thing to just practice and try. You will learn a lot about color and value by doing this hands-on. Watching me is one thing, but doing it yourself is what you need to do.